There we go. Okay, so we can officially start. It is now my honor to introduce our district governor of our host district, 7730 or 7730. I don't know how Rotarians like to say it, teach me. Ellen Deaton of the Rotary Club of Maysville.
Sorry, Chen, I muted you for
a
second.
No worries, I'm back. Okay, Ellen Deaton of the Rotary Club of Maysville, North Carolina. Go Tar Heels. A longtime Rotarian, Governor Ellen and her husband, Roy, are active in their community and tremendous supporters of the Rotary Foundation, which most of us wouldn't even be here today if it wasn't for the foundation. Governor Ellen believes that through Rotary, our world is stronger because we bring together people who believe in the good in our world. My screen size just changed here. So without further ado, please help me in welcoming to the Zoom screen from our home district, Governor Ellen Deaton.
Thank you so much for the great introduction. I really appreciate that. You're welcoming me to such a highlight in my service to Rotary. Being here with all you, welcoming a new club to District 7730. Through Rotary, I've met lifelong friends, served in ways I could never imagined, and have much hope in our world because of days like this. As your district governor, I serve as one of 532 constitutional officers for Rotary International this year. My role is to support you and to connect you with all that Rotary has to offer. Our Rotary International President urges members to become more involved in service projects, saying that caring for serving others is the best way to live because it changes not only people's lives, but also their own. You are unique in your knowledge of Rotary, and many of you being Peace Fellow alumni, you know service deeply, and I cannot wait to see the work that the club does leveraging the best of each of you in our district. Know that I and the entire district are here to support you. Thank you for having me today to be a part of something very few ever get to experience, chartering a Rotary Club. I'm excited. I'm really excited. It is now my honor to introduce our current Rotary International Director of Zones 33 and 34 and our Chief of the Executive Committee of the Board of Directors for Rotary International, Peter Kyle. He connected first to Rotary as a Rotary Ambassador Scholar. Peter has many accolades and service distinctions in Rotary. It is important to note that his connection to this club and how many of the charter members also know Rotary. Director Peter chaired both the Peace Fellow Alumni Relations and the Rotary Peace Centers Committees, along with leading the Peace Symposium in Bangkok and Sao Paulo and the Presidential Peace Conference in Atlanta. A recipient of the Global Alumni Service to Humanity Award, along with the Service Above Self Award and the Citation for Meritorious Service Award, Peter understands deeply that when we work together, anything is possible. So please help me in welcoming to the Zoom screen from the Rotary Club of Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., Rotary International Director, Peter Kyle.
Thank you, District Governor Ellen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be with you today. This to me is just one of the most exciting things that can happen during my term on the board. As Ellen mentioned, I've been heavily involved in peace activities in Rotary for many years. I chaired the Peace Alumni Committee. I chaired the Peace Fellowship Committee. I know many of you in person. I've been to all the peace centers. I served on the committee for 4 years. Promoting Rotary's peace building agenda has been one of my key activities during my time in Rotary. I've long believed that Rotarians have not only the ability, but a responsibility to do what each of us can collectively and individually to promote a more peaceful world. There are many ways we can do that. The Peace Fellowship Program is the Rolls Royce, or should I say the Cadillac, of Rotary's activities in this area. We're now into our 20th cohort. We have over 1,600 Peace Fellow graduates. I've seen many of them around the world. What the Peace Fellows are doing is truly extraordinary. I've long said that after we have eradicated polio, and we will eradicate polio, we are very close, very close. I've long felt that the Rotary Peace Fellowship Program may well prove to be Rotary's most enduring legacy. Many of you are serving all around the world in academia, in international organizations, in governments, in the field, in NGOs, in all sorts of capacities. We are really making a significant impression on the humanitarian goals of the organization. So I'm delighted that you come together, you formed an e-club. This is the way to go. And I think the potential for this club, given the caliber of the people who are becoming members of it, augurs very well, not only for the club, for the district, for the organization. So I commend you, District Governor Ellen, and a special shout out to past District Governor Dawn Rochelle, one of the stars of our two zones, for all the hard work that she's put in to getting this organization off the ground. So congratulations to one and all, and I wish you all every success. And now, according to the script, which I've carefully departed from, and Dawn will rebuke me, I'm sure, afterwards, but let me get back to the script. I'd like to read from the club's new charter certificate. Dear charter members of the Rotary Club of the Global Partners in Peace, North Carolina, United States of America. I'm incredibly pleased and proud to welcome your Rotary Club into the Rotary family. Rotary clubs provide a place for those with a passion for community service to connect, share ideas, and discover how to improve the lives of others. I'm delighted that your club will join us as we confront some of the world's most critical and widespread humanitarian issues. Chartering a new club is exciting and challenging. The key to success is building a strong, engaged membership dedicated to the idea of service, ranging from local community-based projects to major global initiatives. Together, we will accomplish great things as we serve local and international communities, as Rotary opens opportunities and serves to change lives. On behalf of Rotary International President Shekhar Mehta, I wish you congratulations again on the chartering of the newest Rotary Club in the world. And now let's formally install your members and your officers. As I said before, this is one of the highlights of my year. Any chance I get to charter a new club, install new officers, this is exciting stuff. Especially as I know so much about the program, and I know quite a few on the call today. So let me now address the charter members. I don't know how we're going to do this. You know who you are. Stand or sit or whatever makes you feel most comfortable. You have been selected to become members of the Rotary Club of Global Partners in Peace. You have been invited to become a Rotarian because you exhibit the qualities that make you a leader in your community, and because you have shown qualities of head and heart that are the foundation of Rotary clubs all around the world. The basic ideal of Rotary is service above self, and we use this as our motto, and we use the four-way test as our way of life. Membership in Rotary is an honor and a privilege, with corresponding duties and obligations, including service on club committees. You will be expected to attend and engage in this club's meetings and to tell us about your vocation and what is important to you and your community. We want you to bring the ideals of Rotary to your business, your profession, and your community. Your community will know and judge Rotary by your actions. Therefore, membership in our organization must be limited to those who possess the qualities that will further the goals and ideals of Rotary, especially working through the four-way test. You have been chosen for membership because we are confident that the image and ideals of Rotary are safe in your keeping. So it is with great pleasure that we formally welcome you as a member, each of you, as a member of the Rotary Club of Global Partners in Peace. Congratulations, welcome to Rotary, well done all of you. And now, I can't hear the applause, but more applause, more applause. This is a great moment.
We can unmute and close.
Hoot, 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 woohoo, woohoo. And now it's my pleasure to turn proceedings back to District Governor Ellen to officially install the chartering club officers. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Director Peter. This is such a great day in Rotary. It is time for us to commission our new officers. All incoming officers and directors, please raise your right hand. You have been selected to the important positions in the administration of the Rotary Club of Global Partners in Peace. This is an indication of our esteemed confidence in all of you. We also believe you will uphold the high traditions of our club, that you will give the best of your executive ability to the furthering the interest of our club, and that you will carry forward the objects of Rotary. We expect you to fulfill the responsibilities of your offices to the best of your ability and in accordance with the constitutional documents of this club. In my capacity as district governor for District 40, I was in the wrong one there for a minute. In District 7730, I hereby declare new officers of the Rotary Club of Global Partners in Peace installed, and virtually give to Linda Lowe the gavel as symbolic of the transfer of the club's administration. And here you go. President Linda, the meeting is now officially yours. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you very much, Ellen. So grateful for yours and Peter's and Dawn's and every Rotarian support. So grateful for making the time to be with us all around the world. I know we have people joining in where it's your early morning, 3 in the morning in Australia, 11 p.m. In the Philippines, you know, middle of the day, early evening in Europe and beyond. Thank you for joining us. It is my privilege to be the founding president of this club, the Rotary Club of Global Partners in Peace. I'm going to tell you a little bit quickly about myself and then zoom directly into the club, which is the focus, the baby we're birthing today. I am with you today from Vancouver, Canada. I'm currently in the peace space, doing some global health with an organization called PATH, and working with a social impact agency currently on land rights issues. And even though I am doing very meaningful work, it is all right now from my living room, right? We've all been in a global pandemic. Some of us have been in the safety of our homes working. Many others are working directly in communities, in the streets, in the villages. We've all been impacted by this pandemic in immeasurable ways. And one of the greatest, I think, immediate legacies of the pandemic has been this feeling of isolation. And throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, I was motivated to start to reach out to my global network of peace builders who live all around the world. Some are former peace fellows, some are current peace fellows, others are peace practitioners working in this space. Started interviewing them actually just as to motivate myself, publishing articles about them. And then just at this time when I was starting to informally mobilize my global network, and then those people were mobilizing their global network to start to create informal community, Dawn Rochelle, our formal club's advisor now, came to me and said, Linda, I really want you to consider launching this Global Partners for Peace virtual club. And I remember saying to her, Dawn, I'm so busy. And then she said, Linda, I really want you to consider launching this Global Partners for Peace virtual club. And, you know, Dawn is such a powerful leader. In the end, you know, we just do the right thing. And normally Dawn knows what the right thing is. And I can't even begin to tell you what a wonderful gift and what a wonderful community we've built. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our club. But before I do, I want to also acknowledge we are an extension of a long history of peace building in Rotary. You know, I was doing a little bit of research, and I know that from pre-World War I, Rotary has called for the maintenance of peace, a long history of trying to support conflict resolution. In 1945, Rotary was president at the creation of the United Nations. To this day, Rotary representatives sit on a number of UN bodies and programs and commissions and agencies. In 1947 is when Rotary started to fund scholarships for people to study abroad to support understanding between people from different nations. And then in 1988, the first Rotary Peace Forum happened in Evanston in Illinois. And then I'll fast forward in time. The very first Peace Center program was approved in 1999 with the inaugural class of Peace Fellows coming together in the year 2002. So exactly 20 years later, from that very first cohort of Peace Fellows in 2002, exactly 20 years later, here we are launching the very first Global Partners in Peace Rotary Club, comprised of former Peace Fellow alumni, current Peace Fellows, and equally important, essential other peace practitioners who are working in this field who did not have the wonderful opportunity to be Peace Fellows sponsored by Rotary, but nonetheless are doing the exact same kind of important work. We are a community that comes from countries around the world. We are currently 30 members strong, and we are in 20 countries right now, the current members of our club, from India to Nepal, Somalia to Uganda, to Pakistan and Palestine, the US and the UK, and all points in between, Colombia and Mexico, the whole globe. We are mobilizing in communities, on national programs, at global policy tables. And all of us are convened here, and I am so excited for what we might mobilize together as a community, this immediate club, and with the Global Rotary Network. I think the possibilities are limited only by our imagination and time, which we know is very limited. If we can, Sophia, would it be possible to show the slide that has the names of all of our club members? I would really love to just acknowledge every single person, at least visually, because we are so short for time. We would love all of us to actually to meet you personally, but there's no time. So I did create a PowerPoint slide that has every member's name, what organizations we're working with, what countries and communities we're in, and just to show you proof of concept. You know, my words are not just words. We truly are all around the world. In Kenya, working on land rights. In the United States, supporting Black youth success. In the Philippines, supporting economics and peace. In Ethiopia, working on global health. In Australia and Myanmar, mobilizing conflict resolution. We are active in all these communities and looking forward to sharing out with you more of the work that we do. The final thing that I'll share is before I introduce our club members in a much more interactive way is, Sophia, is it possible to go to the slide before, which shows our vision and mission statement? So it's the previous slide. It's all blue. Yeah, just want to share a vision for our club. As I mentioned, we were born during the pandemic, during a time of isolation. So our mission, our vision is to create community, a place of support, comfort, learning, and safety together. We are diverse. We are a new generation of Rotarians, and our mission is to collaborate, as I said, in Rotary across the world to amplify peace building together. So this is what our guiding star will be. And as I said, so many wonderful people are part of our club. We can't all speak live, but we're going to share our voices in two ways. First, I'm really happy to pass to our fellow club member, Kevin. Kevin is currently in Colombia, and he has put together this beautiful video where many of us are going to tell you a little bit about ourselves really quickly before we come back to you live. So over to you, Kevin. Thank you very much.
Hello, Makadini. My name is Chennai. I am from Zimbabwe, but I'm physically located in Toronto today. My vision of peace in my community would be one where all people are seen, heard, understood, and have the same opportunities, that there's equality in the world.
Hi, hello, my name is Linda Lowe, and I am of Canadian nationality, Chinese heritage, and I'm physically in Seattle, United States. And I want to be or become a leader that is always inclusive and always driving equitable outcomes.
Mabuhay! Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. I am Bas. I am from the Philippines. Specifically residing in Taguig City in the metropolitan Manila. As a member of this club, I envision myself to be supporting other Rotarians and assisting them in their peace building and conflict prevention efforts and projects.
Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, depending on where you are in the world right now. And I am Sofia Fara. I'm originally from Chile, but today I'm calling in from Michigan, from Livonia, Michigan, in the suburbs of Detroit. So I think we bring a unique possibility of sitting different people from different sides of the world and contribute from our own experiences, personal and professional. So those are my thoughts.
Namaste. I'm Rajendra Century from Nepal, now located in Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal. I have a one word, like my vision for the community, country, and global peace is in one word, and that's coexistence. So I want to promote coexistence in the world.
My name is Dawn Rochelle, and I serve as the club advisor for this amazing club. I reside and am a native of North Carolina and the United States. I believe that all amazing things in our world that can contribute to peace start with an idea. And this club is a representation of a melting pot of ideas that have been honed over years of experience through peace fellowship work and peace and conflict resolution.
Hello, Yoga Kere. I am Ugandan, and I am in Kampala, the capital city of Uganda. My vision for peace in my community is having a community that is secure, safe for both the young and the old, and where community in this case is not necessarily where I live, but say my family can also be a community, my village can be a community, my workplace can be a community.
Hi everybody, dobro veče svima. I'm Branka and I'm from Belgrade, Serbia, and I'm calling from Athens, Greece. And I got a chance to see 1,000-year-old sequoia trees in California. So those are some of the largest and tallest trees in the world. And one sequoia is strong alone, but many sequoias are really invincible together. So this is how I see our club and our contribution to peace building, with amazing and strong peace builders spreading their roots across the world and doing important work in their own field.
My name is Kalkidan. I'm originally from Ethiopia, currently in North Carolina in Durham, near to Duke. እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ፣ እንኳን አገኘኋችሁ፣ እንኳን ደስ አላችሁ እላለሁ። So my vision for my community as well as my country, as like and the whole world, using all the technologies, the knowledge as well as the wisdom, contributing not for more conflict or more wars across countries, across the globe, rather, bringing peace and development for all the people of the world.
Hi, my name is Sakun and I'm from Nepal. Namaste. But today I'm connecting from Nairobi in Kenya. I think peace building actually starts with making connection with another person, accepting that the other person is different, but you thrive in diversity.
Good morning. Ndewonu Unabolachi, how una day? My name is Nzubechi Panteleon Owaleme, and I'm from Nigeria, but specifically located in South Bend, Indiana, United States. My vision of peace in my community is a situation where the potentials of young people like me can be identified and harnessed, so that young people are not seen as passive observers in their communities, but active peace builders.
Hello, everybody. Hoi zusammen, that is in Swiss German. My name is Omar. I'm a Swiss Turkish German, currently talking from a small city close to Zurich, Switzerland. My vision, and also for my daughter, is that all means and resources such as finance and human power that is currently being wasted on wars and conflicts is being redirected to restore nature, the world, and society.
As we say in Urdu, Naya Saal Mubarak Ho, or in Farsi, Saal Nau Mubarak. My name is Sajjad Hussain Changezi. I'm a citizen of Pakistan. My hometown is Quetta, which is the provincial capital of the province of Balochistan, which borders Afghanistan and Iran. But currently I'm based in Islamabad, which is the capital of Pakistan. My vision for peace depends on two things. First, economic equality, and then coupled with spiritual values.
Hi everyone, hola a todas y todos. My name is Kevin Fonseca Laverde. I am from Colombia. Actually, I am physically located in a town near to Bogota named Chía, Cundinamarca in Colombia. I think peace is the construction of bonds, relationships, sensations, and actions among the diversity of the perspectives through territorial expression. We have to act from the creative, the cultural, and the artistic sectors and areas.
Hello, habari. I'm Patrick Wire from Uganda, right now in Kampala. Our club is quite unique. Whereas it embraces all the aspirations of Rotary, it also has a very special focus on peace building. And in terms of diversity, you see it brings on board members from across the world, from all corners of the world, passionately working towards a common agenda, which is peace.
Hello, my name is Lori Smolensky, and I live in Brooklyn, New York, but I'm in Puerto Rico right now. And my vision for peace is very simple. It's communities that are built on equity, where all human lives are treated with dignity. So communities that are free of sexism, of racism, of homophobia, of classism. That's my vision for peace.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you to all our club members for sharing your voice. I feel such I don't know what the word is, positivity and hope. Those are the words when I'm reminded of the people that are part of this community. I want to really say again, thank you to each of our community members for making the time to record that. Thank you especially to Kevin Fonseca, who created that video for us. As we all, those of us who've done video production before, we know it's hard work, and he just makes it seem so seamless. So thank you, Kevin, for the time you give us and being a leader for us. And with that said, you just heard a short hello from many of our members around the world. We wanted to create space in this celebration today for you to hear a little bit more from each of the regions in the world. So from a voice from each region in the world, I'm going to introduce you to one person, a member of our club, who's going to tell you a little bit about their region or their country context, possibly their dreams or their goals in peace building or what they're doing, and also the relevance possibly of our club and the Rotary Network in this work. And so I am so humbled and honored to invite somebody who I consider my brother. Alus Mega is going to be speaking to us as the voice of Africa, the African region today. Alus is in Mali. He is a country director for an organization called Build On, which builds schools and works to make education accessible to young people in the country. And so, Alus, it is my pleasure to hand the microphone to you to tell us a little bit about yourself and your work in your region. Oh, you're still on mute. While Alus is unmuting, I'll share that he is a founding board member of this club and is leading our diversity, equity, and inclusion for our club. Okay, over to you, Alus, my brother.
Thank you very much, Sister Linda. Thank you very much, everyone. So good morning, everyone. Bonjour, tout le monde. Kani Bani. I'm Aluseni Maiga, a native of Timbuktu, Mali, West Africa. Currently, I'm based in Buguni, a town of about 40,000 people located 100 miles south of Bamako, the capital city of Mali. As Linda mentioned, in Buguni, I work for a US-based NGO with the mission to break the cycle of poverty, illiteracy, and low expectations through service and education. My dreams for my country are similar to the dreams of every normal human being for his or her country. Every day, when I wake up, I want to see smiles, hope, courage, and determination on the faces of every child, every adult, every member of a community. I want to see all children being able to have at least 3 meals per day, play, and get access to a quality education. When the children can go to school and get education, there's hope for a better future. And that is the first and most important step toward peace. During their education, they are equipped with the necessary tools to become the masters of their destiny. In growing up in such conditions, they are filled with confidence and hope to transform their lives, their communities, the region, and the country. They can get good jobs, contribute to the welfare of their communities and region. In my everyday work, I bring together different members of the same community and different communities of the same region to work together around common projects for common goals, like the construction of a school. By working together sometimes from 3 to 12 months, they reinforce their social cohesion, solidarity, unity, harmony, and achieve greater common goals for the greater good. As a native of Timbuktu, one of the most unstable places in the country, I have been an eyewitness of the devastating effects of conflicts and the healing power peace can have. Since 2012, Mali has been facing rebellions from the north and violent Islamist extremism that spread from the north to the center and the south, causing political instability, uncertainty, the loss of 2/3 of the country's territory, thousands of casualties, and the displacement of millions of people. Every day, after affecting drastically neighboring countries like Burkina Faso and Niger, it is spreading through the Sahel, Africa, and the world in different ways and paces. Helping to put an end to this situation is my biggest dream, a dream that I'm pursuing. I will only rest once peace becomes a reality, as it was in this wonderful part of the world. Fortunately, I'm doing this every day for my current job and hope to continue doing this even more through this wonderful, fantastic, and unique club. Thank you for your kind attention. Back to you, Sister Lynn.
Luz, thank you so much for your words. I'm I'm listening to you. I can hear your passion. I'm watching the voices on, sorry, the faces on the screen, and I'm going to tell you, no one was moving. I think we all are. I know if we're on this call, we're committed to peace building. I think we are doubly recommitted after hearing your heartfelt words. Thank you, Alus, for telling us a little bit about what's happening in your region and in your communities. It's a gift. It's my pleasure now to move to another region of the world, to Europe. Today, our voice for the Europe region, someone I love dearly, Branka Panic, is from Serbia. She is the founder of AI for Peace, a nonprofit, AI meaning artificial intelligence, AI for Peace. She has mobilized mountains and movements with AI for Peace. And she is actually currently calling in now from Mexico. I will say, Branka was my peace buddy, the cohort behind me at the Duke UNC Peace Center. And Branka, I miss our hot chocolate moments. Over to you, Branka.
Thank you so much, Buddy. Thank you, Linda. And this is really such an emotional moment. Congratulations to everybody. A wonderful day, a wonderful thing to see so many familiar Rotarians joining across the world. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Branka, and I'm a Rotary Peace Fellowship alumna, and I'm a peace builder. I am committed to peace because I lived through war. My work is deeply rooted in my lived experience in conflict in the Balkans region of Europe, but not only rooted in my personal experience, but also in my history and heritage. There was not a single generation in my family that lived the entire life in a period of peace. And this history is a huge burden to bear, but one that is also creating motivation, deep motivation for continuous work towards the lasting peace. Now, we can look at Europe through its dark ages of war and conflict, but I wish us to also look at Europe as a necessary piece of the puzzle, sharing important lesson for building and sustaining peace. And not that long ago, French and Germans, Dutch, Belgians, English, they all fought each other. We all fought each other in the most devastating conflict that recent history has seen. And now they not only peacefully coexist, but also thrive through many challenges together in what many will say is the most successful peace project in human history, the European Union. And this project also helps my own region, the Balkans, to transition from war and conflict to reconciliation, to democracy and cooperation after another devastating conflict. And there are many other challenges Europe is facing today. We have a lot of them, such as migration and treatment of refugees, so-called refugee crisis, democratic deficit, rise of populism, illiberal tendencies, but also some new types of threats that are very close to my work, as Linda mentioned, and I hope to bring those issues closer to our club and our community. Those are the problems such as risks of misuse of new and emerging technologies and online spread of disinformation and hate speech, cyber threats, and many others. But I would also like to emphasize that the same tools that pose challenge to our future can also be an opportunity, which is my hope this club will be working on our positive futures. I believe we can build this positive future through what I call 3 Ps: peace, planet, and people. In the spirit of Rotary's partnership with IEP and honoring the dedication of many of our club members who work towards the positive peace, I hope this will be a guiding motive of us as a global partners in peace. We need to work not only towards the absence of conflict, but towards building the attitudes, institutions, and structures that create and sustain peaceful society. And that is also my dream, not only for Europe, for other continents, but also for our club. The second P is planet. There is no peace without planet, without planetary health. Planetary health is human health. Risks of not doing enough to protect the planet are huge. Failure to tackle climate change could lead to more conflict over resources and further divide states and communities. But there are good reasons to be optimistic as well, which brings me to the third P, people. I believe in human agency. As I'm here as a voice of Europe, I believe that we can shape Europe that is more inclusive and united in diversity, but also committed to humility, the one that recognizes and addresses the structural legacies of colonialism, Europe that is open to other traditions, that embraces even indigenous deep connections with earth and planet, Europe that resembles more the Ubuntu philosophy of humanity that our brothers and sisters are bringing from Africa, the philosophy of I am because you are, believing that we all have that universal bond of sharing that connects all humanity. And I think this incredibly diverse club shares this universal bond. And my dream is for us to spread this bond across our countries and continents, connecting us all in our shared humanity. So thank you, Rotary, for giving us a chance and a platform to do so. And thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Branka. I miss you so much. And thank you for telling us, sharing your journey, your personal journey. That is such a big gift, yours and your family's personal journey in the Balkans and Europe, and what has motivated you to commit to peace building in this world. And your motivation and your vision is so inspiring. And I'm hoping that will become integral DNA of our club. I am so happy to move to the next region of the world, the Americas, and really happy to introduce Kevin Fonseca, who you saw earlier, who created our video introducing our different club members. Kevin is the founder and director of WIA Lab in Colombia. Kevin was introduced to us by another club member, Lori Smolensky. Thank you, Lori. Kevin did a presentation to our club a few months ago, and wow, his brain is amazing. He talked about the importance of design as a tool in peace building. whether that's industrial design, creative design, how to think about objects, systems, theories as tools for designing elements of peace building. Thank you, Kevin, for being with us. Thank you for being the voice of the Americas today. I'm going to pass to you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much, Linda, and all of you. I am very happy for being here today. And firstly, I'm going to talk about a little context of Americas and Latin America, and then about these dreams of the peace building. As you know, my name is Kevin Fonseca. I am talking to you from Colombia, South America. And the region of the Americas as a territory has a common space throughout its history that has been written from the south to the north and from the east to the west. Our recent history is characterized by multiple struggles for the human rights. I am going to talk specifically about Latin America and Colombia, where I live. In Colombia, as a result of the peace agreement signed in 2016, the society has turned towards the search for peace, the collective healing from long years of war, and to seek a more pluralistic representation of our identity demands. To achieve this, social movements for decades have been driven by the youth, with whom I currently work, and where we seek the reduction of inequalities, the guarantee of decent conditions for the good living, and opportunities to undertake towards an economy connected to the region and respectful of our nature. In my country, we work through networks of actions in different regions with individuals, collectives, and institutions that work on the elimination of any violence, the guarantee of free expression, the free flow of information, and the search for the truth and the non-repetition of the conflict, vindicating the territorial demands of our country that is exhausted and very wounded by the internal social and armed conflict. I dream of a region that is characterized by protecting life among all its species, and where it is possible to naturalize the coexistence from the differences we have as people of this territory. I dream of a region that aims to eliminate the inequality gaps that have been perpetrated through the corruption. I am sure that the youth and all the generation of my country dream of a building peace as the universal right. Here, we are characterized by building peace from love, because here we are not born from war, and we dream for amplify this feeling by breaking the intercontinental barriers for you to feel what Latin love is. My inspiration to join the club was to encounter experiences, dialogues, and feelings by listening to other ways to approach peace building and social cohesion in different parts of the world. This club is probably the space where we can share and act, listening to other experiences of different regions to build new routes and ways that lead us to change collectively and with learning in each territory. That's what I think, and thank you for this space.
Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I love that we want to start from love.
Yes.
It was very inspirational, and I think that is a quote, testimonial hashtag that we need to amplify around the world. Thank you again. It is my pleasure to now move us to a different region of the world, to Asia. I want to say that originally we had a fellow club member named Yin Thatun, who is from Myanmar, that was going to be the voice of Asia for us today. As you're reading the headlines, you probably are aware that there's a lot of turmoil in Myanmar right now. a lot of human rights and democratic rights that are vulnerable right now. And as I'm not the expert on that country, I will leave it at that, but I encourage you to Google it, look at the headlines if you're interested. I say this because unfortunately Yin Yin's connectivity is not working. So she sends us her greetings, her warmth, and Yin Yin, I want you to know we're with you in solidarity. Yin Yin also just recently relocated. And so we're with you in solidarity and looking forward to mobilizing with you how and where we can. Given that Yin Yin cannot be with us live, I think she's listening maybe. I do think that Bas Crisostomo, who is our club member in the Philippines, he did mention at the top, we were back channeling. We have a WhatsApp back channel behind the scenes. I asked him if he might be last minute open to stepping in to speak a little bit about the Asian region. And Bas, I think you said yes, as I was looking at my phone off the side. So if you are here and you are able to speak, then please take over the mic. I'm going to pause for a second to see if you appear.
Thank you, Linda. Great day, everyone. What I would like to say is I came into this club with a hope in mind that I can pursue more peace building and conflict prevention, as I have been directly involved in anti-terrorism and drug enforcement in my country. And the Philippines right now, there is a portion of this country where it is still not yet flourishing. So it is my hope that through this club, I can leverage with the interconnectedness with Rotary and the Institute for Economics and Peace, where I will pursue projects and activities and programs along with other Rotarians, utilizing the framework of positive peace, not only in the Philippines, but also to other areas of Asia, where I could connect with other peace fellows and other Rotarians whom I could bring this support and the knowledge that I have acquired with the Institute for Economics and Peace. So it is my hope that I can connect the hearts of Rotarians to heal the hearts of those who have been broken by conflict and violence. And I would like to pursue the framework of shalom, where we can eradicate injustice and retribution through peace efforts. Well, that's my hope moving forward, leveraging this club and leveraging the hearts of Rotarians. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you so much, Bas. Every meeting I'm in with you, when you speak, there's wisdom that just pours out of every word you say. And that's what I got today. And I see people nodding on the screen. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your community, what's happening in your country in the Philippines, speaking as the voice of Asia. I was remiss when I introduced you. I forgot to say that you are actually an ambassador for the Institute for Economics for Peace in the region. And I know that Rotary partners worldwide with IEP. So really looking forward to hearing more about your work there too. Thank you, Bas, especially also for spontaneously jumping in at the last moment to represent the region. And now I am humbled to pass next to the final regional voice we're going to hear from today, my wonderful friend Mo Aid. Mo is from Palestine. He will be our voice for Middle East and North Africa today. Mo used to work for the United Nations in Palestine, also in Washington, DC, and is now definitely part of the Rotary family, not just as a member of our founding member of our club and member of our board, but actually is working for Rotary International as a coordinator with the Peace Centers. Mo, you, over the years, as we've gotten to know each other, you've shared such wonderful, beautiful stories about your community, your family, your hopes. And so thank you for sharing some of that here today with this community.
Thank you very much, Linda. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a great honor to be here today with everyone. It's such a great honor to be part of this, to be given the honor to raise the voice of the Middle East and North Africa region. To briefly speak about the region that I'm trying to raise their voice, the Middle East and North Africa is a region of 20 countries, stretching from Morocco in the further east or in the further west, up to Saudi Arabia and the Arab Gulf in the further east. And down in the south is Sudan, and up in the north is Syria and Lebanon, a huge area. The region speaks Arabic, Persian, Hebrew, Kurdish, and Turkish, and hundreds of other dialects as well. The region has the ruins of the first cities in human history, located in Turkey and in Iraq, and some in Syria as well, the first organized cities. The Egyptian hieroglyphs are the earliest writing systems in our history. The architecture is spectacular. The food is absolutely wonderful. And for sure, my country, Palestine, makes the best food in the region. That's with no doubt. I was born in Saudi Arabia, and I grew up in Gaza Strip, Palestine. And that's where all my family lives right now. But I've also been a resident of the US for 5 years, currently in Evanston, Illinois, to be more specific. And soon I hopefully will become a citizen of this country as well. And I'm proud to say that I do genuinely believe and think and feel about this country, the US, as being my home as well. I just wanted to share that with everyone. Growing up in one of the most complicated conflict zones in the world had me always thinking about what one can do to make things better, to support my own community. And I have worked for the United Nations, as Linda has mentioned, for 7 years. For 7 years, not 70. I have volunteered with tens of NGOs and community groups. And what I came to realize over time is that so much harm was done to communities when people enthusiastically and with absolutely good intentions wanted to enforce change. The academic literature around international development has immense evidence of the damage caused by the foreign democratization programs, politicized programs with so many hidden conditions and agenda. If there is one or two things that I would hope that I would change in the region within my lifetime, is that the new generation would be supported to have agency and to have ownership over their own challenges, to be helped to deal with them and not to be dictated on what to do. I hope that people in the region would be supported to reconcile with their history, to decide to learn about each other, about our heritage, to learn to have pride in all of our differences, our different dialects, our different religions, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, and the Yazidis, and many other sects, tens or hundreds of them. To build inner peace first, to be able to build inner peace first, then peace with the neighbors, and then share our heritage with the rest of the world. I joined this club, I joined Rotary to help make this happen, inshallah. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Mo, I literally have like goosebumps. Is that the word? When you're tingly from hearing your words. Inshallah to you. Thank you, Mo. I think you've just dropped the mic and we're done. Well, we're almost done. Really, gratitude, Mo, thank you. So looking forward to mobilizing with you in this club and all the other things we do together. We're about to wrap up our time together, but before we do, I want to proactively answer a few questions. Many people say to us, what's next? What are you going to do? How can we partner? As Rotarians on this call, I know many of you know this energy. So I wanted to share proactively, these is what's next for us. We're building our community and our systems. So as you can imagine, it's taken a while to ramp up this global community. As I said, it started as from a place of isolation, and then, you know, founding members talk to other potential founding members who talk to others, and now here we are, a solid system. We meet the first and third Sunday of every month in Zoom. And there's always, you know, a good critical mass of 15 or 20 people from all around the world joining. So we're really focused on building this foundation for our community and the systems around it. You know, boring systems like IT, sorry, not boring if you're in IT, but, you know, really technical, gritty stuff to keep us connected to, you know, how do we communicate with each other? How will we raise funds to do our work? What do we want to focus on? So we're building the systems first. We're really focused on peer learning and leadership. So every meeting, one of our members does a presentation about their work, or we invite an external speaker from our collective networks. But you can imagine if there's 30 of us working around the world, that's 30 separate networks times hundreds of people, right? So we really are a community of learning and leading together. We're really, of course, focused on peace building and impact in what we do every day in our lives. But as a next step, how can we collectively mobilize around a common issue, theme, mandate? So that's to come, but that common mobilizing will be, let's say, a little bit farther down the line as we continue to build our solid foundation. And I know that my fellow club members have been putting in a link to a form that if you're interested in collaborating with us, that there's a way to give us your feedback and your questions. Before I pass to Dawn and then back to Chennai to close us off, I really want to say some thank yous. Heartfelt thanks, first of all, to every single one of you who logged in today. Your physical commitment to being with us means so much to us. Let me start with that. And then next, I want to thank our founding board and our founding club members. We are all so busy. Life is so busy. It demands so much of us. And by giving us your time, that is the greatest gift you can give us. Our founding board, I myself, as you know, I'm the founding president. Chennai Karanguri is our president-elect. Sophia Farah is our Rotary Foundation lead. Mo Aid is our programs lead. Alus Maiga is our diversity, equity, and inclusion lead. Laura Schultz is our treasurer, and Sakun Gajarel is our administration and communications lead. I am taking special time to shout out those names because behind the scenes, they have been committing countless hours, as all of you know. So thank you for your leadership, our founding board. To every single one of our founding club founding club members, all 30 of you, thank you so much for helping, for building this community and committing to each other, supporting each other in our daily lives, the issues that we face in our different regions, and committing to mobilizing together. Thank you to District 7730, Governor Ellen, the entire district, for being our home for our virtual club and supporting us in our creation and onward. So grateful for your support. To all of the Rotary Peace Centers who gave us the gift of education, those of us who had the opportunity to be Peace Fellows, all of the partners we'll work with, our friends and family and Rotarians who have joined us today, and all Rotarians who contribute to the foundation that has made Peace Fellowships possible. I cannot in words tell you how grateful I am for all of you. And with that said, I'm going to pass over to our club's advisor and sponsor, the wonderful and fantastic Dawn Rochelle.
Oh, thank you so much, President Linda, and to everyone who's joined today. Hasn't this event been extraordinary? I mean, if your endorphins are not firing in your brain right now at the possibilities. From the moment President Linda and I started to talk about this possibility last January to join together Peace Builders and Peace Fellow alumni, I asked just one thing, and I bet you're asking it right now. Can I just be a part of the meetings? Yeah, I mean, just wow, wow, wow. Just thinking about what is even more possible in our world after listening this morning, you understand what I mean, because this is an engaged club. And being engaged isn't just an event that happens. It's about going to extremes. It's about being engaged in a way of doing life. It's a way of living and loving, as you've heard. And it's about expressing the bright hope that life offers us, a hope that makes us brave and expels darkness with light. Serving as a club advisor, I can attest to the common value amongst these Rotarians, with diversity, equity, and inclusion that is embodied in every single member of this club. Equity of access to education, equity of access to safe communities, equity of access to care, and equity of access to being a Rotarian. One of the barriers that can quickly be an issue to any club is money. Money to join, money to start projects, money to pay startup fees. And I want to say a special thank you to District Governor Ellen and to all of District 7730's leadership and DAC-DB for your generosity in supporting through cash and in-kind investment to ensure that the application fees were paid, the website was created, the finance system could be set up. It's all those expenses that we don't necessarily like to talk about when we go into forming a club, but we have to. And so our district leadership and DAC-DB worked alongside of us with club members to really not just offer a solution, but to offer a future. So this is what I ask of you today. If you are inspired by the possibilities that this club will bring to the family of Rotary, to their communities, and to our world, I ask that you consider a donation to this virtual club so that they are able to provide scholarships for more membership, to start their club projects and attend leadership events. How? Well, no amount is too small to consider, and we welcome all. My email will be in the chat for connection. You have other ways to connect to the club, but it's really to look for avenues to donate to this club that is already known for their stewardship of investments made in each of them by the Rotary Foundation as Peace Fellow alumni. These Rotarians have made hundreds of presentations to communities and Rotary clubs already around the world. So this is an easy ask for me to give not just my time, but to also donate my money and myself to help ensure sustainability and equity of access. Again, my email will be in the chat. I end my section with our vision for Rotary, and it has so been executed here today. Rotary is a global network of 1.4 million neighbors, friends, leaders, and problem solvers who see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across our globe and our communities and in ourselves. A heartfelt congratulations to the Rotary Club of Global Partners in Peace. Thank you for just letting me be in the room with you. Congratulations, and I turn it back over to Jen.
Wow, 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 wow. I think anyone who's joining, even if it's 3 a.m., you forget about going back to bed. You are wide awake. This has been an amazing, amazing charter event. Thank you all so much for joining. And listening to all of the presentations and everything we've talked about, I think one of the things I just wanted to reiterate is that we're a club where hope is certainty. It's not about saying, maybe we'll change the world. I really invite you to join just one of our meetings and see some of the amazing work that members are doing. You've only seen a glimpse of it today. So again, whether you want to partner, join Hope as Certainty, we're the people for the job. I consider myself a soldier for peace, and this is the ultimate army. So, uncertainty is a staple of our time, but it is not in our club. So thank you all everyone for coming. I don't think I have anything else other than you can go about the rest of your business. And I hope this touched you as much as it did all of us.
Yeah. So if we can, if the club members can stay on so we can get a picture.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chennai. Thank you, everyone.
Governor Ellen, if you'd like to get a picture with us.
Yes, that would be great. I'd love to. I'm so excited. I don't think I can do anything else the rest of the day. There's nothing to top this, you know.
Yeah, if we can stop recording.